Well, everyone, welcome back to Schmattz Outdoors. Same thing as usual here. We're just getting ready to go for the morning. Got the hot rod warming up behind me here. It's 28 degrees. It's windy today though, like northwest winds after that rain moved through yesterday. Again, we didn't get a whole lot. I mean, and now like the gravel's dry. You know, like we got a tenth or two maybe at the most. But then the wind switched around to northwest and has been blowing like 15 to 20 all night, and it's supposed to blow close to 20 all day here. So it's gonna be a cool day out on the line, let's put it that way. So ain't gonna want to be standing still, that's for sure. It's not bad right here in the yard because there ain't much breeze, but I think once I get out in the open it's gonna be windy and chilly. But so yeah, I don't know what that's going to do to the catch rate today. High winds typically isn't great for muskrat catching. That seems to be what's kind of holding up my line right now, is I can actually catch a muskrat where I'm having trouble catching most anything else. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't know what that means for my line out here, but we're going to give her a go. Again, I think we pretty much got the line out that I'm going to be running for the rest of the season here. So, including today, we got 6 checks left. So, you know, hopefully catch a few more coyotes in that time. And, you know, if I'm going to catch raccoons, most likely it's going to be in the today, tomorrow, Thursday, next couple days here. Just because after that, it's supposed to get like down into the low teens for lows and around like 30 for highs for the last like 3 days for sure of my trapping season here. So basically like Thursday through Sunday is supposed to be cold, so we're gonna be dressing a little warmer those days. But yeah, otherwise, like I said, I didn't really do much or anything with the truck. We got pretty much everything I've been hauling around. I'm still hauling around. If I get a little time today, we're gonna try and consolidate things a little bit. Like I said, I don't need to be hauling extra gear around too much right now because I'm probably not gonna be putting out too much extra sets. It's nice to have the gear in case I do need a little of it. So, you know, I'll try to keep like a coyote trap or 2 in here, you know, and a few raccoon traps just in case, you know, something gets mudded up, something like that. But it won't be today. Like I said, we're gonna run with what I got. Just get out there on the line for you guys today. I may be just a touch earlier than I want to be, but it's cloudy, so I can't tell whether the sun's actually up or not. But either way, we're gonna get going, and you know, there's always things to do. So if I get home a little early, I got stuff to do. So I did put up 2 badgers last night and a skunk and all the muskrats I had caught. So I don't really want to be doing fur this time of year, but the badgers are one thing. They take a little longer to, you know, once you wash them, you got to get them dry before you flesh them. That's kind of what I've learned over the years. Make sure the fur is good and dry before you flesh them. And it just takes more than what I can get done in a weekend, you know. And then once you get them on a board, usually it's about 2 days or 36 hours. They got to dry before you turn them. Otherwise, I have trouble with the molding between the board and the pelt. So, like I said, it's almost more than a guy can do in a weekend. I just don't have enough time over a weekend to do it. So, get them done, and I'm going to try and do a couple beavers here in the next couple days, just because I got probably, well, 3 weeks worth of beavers to do. So, just try and reduce that down. If I can get a couple beavers done this week while I'm running the line, just kind of shorten the amount of time it's going to take to get all my fur put up this year. Right now I basically got like enough fur to do about 2 weekends worth, and that's going to be, you know, I'll be able to get it all done in 2 weekends. So unless we really start piling up coyotes or something like that, I got 10 coyote boards, so, you know, I can do 10 in a weekend, but I only got 13 in the freezer. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, a little bit of fur work last night. It kind of feels good to kind of get back into it. I'm a little bit, shoulders a little sore. Badgers maybe aren't the best thing to start out fleshing on. I did the skunk first just to kind of get me into the swing of things. But man, them badgers, I was sweating pretty good by the time I got both of them badgers put up. But all right, like I said, as far as the line goes, hopefully we got a mink caught. Hopefully we got some coyotes caught. Maybe a raccoon or two would be cool. And as always, probably a couple muskrats. So let's get out there on the line. Let's hope we got something to show you. All right, everyone, to the first pocket set here. Darn you. There we go. Sorry about that. To the first pocket set here. What we got is this bigger slough here on this side. There's a small part of it's across the road. Right here is where I had the first two muskrats of the season. When I pulled, everything was all iced up. But so I had a muskrat caught in here a few days ago that was ate everything except for his hindquarter. But my trap is gone again. My trap was setting. Here's my pipe. My trap was right here in front of it, and I see it's gone. I can't see what I got caught, if anything. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. I did do it. There you go. That is a mink. A good sized one too. Caught by the front foot there, just like I want. Oh my gosh, I caught one. I actually caught a mink on purpose in the first set of the day. I honestly kind of thought it was 2 days ago I had that muskrat in here that was 8. And I'm like, that mink has got to come back here. He's going to come back and check this out. And I just was hoping that I would get enough checks in before everything iced up. So it may ice up overnight tonight, or probably going to be the following night. So, maybe 2 more checks at most on these sets. So I got a mink. Yeah. I said it. I mean, he's all wet, so he looks like he's kind of shriveled up, but that's a good sized mink. A male, if I had to guess. Yes. Well, like I said, I got a couple of days left to check these sets, so we're going to remake it here and keep moving on. This is the first water trap of the day, and boom, mink. Yeah. All right, I don't know. I just gotta. It's the small little things that just kind of make me happy on the line. Like I got a lot of work into this one mink and a lot of frustration and everything else. So to actually purposely catch a mink, I don't know. All right, we'll get him out of here. We'll get the set remade here. Don't take too much. Just basically get the trap reset, slid back down up to my pipe. Throw the plate out there till the cable's tight, set my trap back in the water right in front of the pipe, and bingo bango. We got ourselves a mink. All right, my hands are getting cold. It's chilly out here. So we're gonna get this guy out of here, get the set remade. All right guys, we're moving through the line. A couple coyote sets monkeyed with, one muskrat set that was just kicking my butt. I think the waves knocked the trap off, and then I couldn't get it found where there was no rocks where I could get it put back in, even right where it was put. Just over the hill here, over this way, there's the slough where I had the 2 trail sets. I was catching all the muskrats in the first go around, and then the mink ate a couple right at the end. That mink box was set off with nothing in it. Like the trap was just kind of sprung, setting half in the box still. So like basically like it didn't catch nothing. But I got a weasel box right here, so there's a chunk of grass on this side and there's a little drainage ditch on that side. I see my trap is set off here. I couldn't see no white in there, but that's why. We got ourselves a mouse. So he's now going to become bait. We'll throw him in the back there with that chunk of beaver meat. Just so what happens, like I said, it's a mouse trap or a rat trap, you're going to catch mice, There's mice all over the place. So we'll get this guy reset and move on. All right, guys, I'll just turn you out of the wind here the best I can. We're by this big slough and this big culvert here. It is windy and chilly out here, but I don't know if you guys could tell, but this whole area, all this is all froze over here. So it's supposed to stay like right around 30 for a low tonight. If it stays that warm, hopefully most of my sets will still be working tomorrow. If it gets much colder than that, I'm guessing some of these will be frozen. And then it's supposed to be like closer to 55 tomorrow, so things should stay open for one more night at least. So like I said, hopefully 2 more checks, but I don't know if I got a catch here or not. But that trap has been messed with. It's turned around and my carrot's under the water. But this foothold here, my trap is gone. Oh, and we got ourselves a whopper of a muskrat. Ugh. He is tiny, small, but hey, muskrat's a muskrat, I guess. I haven't been catching too many muskrats in these footholds by this culvert here, so a little surprised to see this trap was set off, and then I couldn't see the animal down there, so I didn't know if I had a catch for you or not. But all right, we'll get this guy out of here. We'll get that set down there turned, and I got the 4 more down here, down the ditch a little ways. Hopefully there's something waiting for me down there. I see when I drove by, my carrot was still on that one foothold, so I didn't lose my carrot today. But well guys, I wondered how long it was going to be before this happened, and I actually thought if it was going to happen, this would be the set that it would do it. We'll just kind of get back over here. So I have a pocket set in here, and I had a muskrat alive in here. My set is right over here, but you see there's this whole semicircle of weeds knocked down here. Leads me to believe it was a muskrat or a raccoon, because none of the pencil weeds are knocked down, and the raccoon isn't going to want to go out in the water if he doesn't have to. So I kind of thought, you know, if a guy caught a raccoon, that plate would be heavy enough to hold him down, but you know, or to hold him out here, or to just slow him down. I don't have him. Right here's my trap laying here on top. Not even real sure what we got going on here, but because it looks like my trap is like in the middle of my cable here, so I don't know. We got some serious remaking here to try and get my set back up and working here. Like I said, I don't even see my pocket here. I'm sure it's here. I mean, I got one end of the cable is attached to a big plate. The other one's attached to my pocket. Oh, right here's my pocket. Right there's my pocket, and the plate is right down in there. So whatever it was slid the plate up. You know, it was out here in the water, slid it up till it caught under the weeds, and then this is how far they could get. So not really what I mean. I thought maybe you could catch a raccoon in a pocket. I know guys do. I thought he would slide down to the end of the drowning wire, and then he'd be by the big plate, and that would keep him from moving around, but that apparently didn't happen. I'm just noticing here. Right there you go. There's a couple toenails right there. So yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but there's a couple toes in my trap there. So he got himself pulled out. I only had him caught by 2 toes the way it looks. So gonna be one sore raccoon running around here, but well, like I said, I gotta take a minute here, see if I can get this remade or move my trap a little here or something. So the only reason why I had it right here is because there isn't weeds right in this area, and I thought I could get my plate out there and the animal will go down and drown. Or you get like over in these pencil weeds over here, there's nowhere where you could get your drowning rig to work without them tangling up in the weeds, and that muskrat had tangled up in the weeds, even just a few that were here. So interesting find. Like I said, you know, he did a little work here knocking weeds down, because you know, like that cable is going to tangle up and everything. So I'm guessing he was caught for a bit before he finally got pulled out of here, but all right. Like I said, I'm not worried about the cattails being knocked down. We're just get my pocket cleaned out, the weeds here, get my trap put back in here, and my plate thrown out that way, and we'll get moved on. On a day like today, when catches are at a minimum, hate to lose one, but that's the way it goes. All right, we'll get this all made up and move on. All right, we're down one of the last water sets. So we got this bigger slew and then the little small finger over here, beaver set over here. Again, nothing's messed with it, but I see both of my sets here. That one, my trap looks like it's just turned, so we're gonna just have to fix it up a little, but this one's set off. Oh, set off and no bait. This one here, like I said, I could see my trap is right under the water, but it's turned like way over this way. So we'll have to get a carrot and fix that 110 up and get the other one working a little better there. But we did make a catch here. Right over here in the corner, we got my mink set. And I hope you guys can, yeah, right here, that's a muskrat floating out there. So yeah, stinking muskrat plugging up my mink set again. Get him drug up on shore here. There you go, not a real big one again, but muskrat anyway. I run out of number 11 traps, so I'm just using some 1.5s. I may shorten the chains up on some of these and have them kind of dictated just for doing mink sets. But all right, another muskrat in the truck. Thought we maybe had a couple caught here, but we're up to 2 muskrats and a mink now. Still take the mink. That was kind of the whole goal of the last few days, catch a stinking mink. So all right, we'll get those sets kind of touched up, this set remade, and get the heck out of here. All right, everyone, what kind of a cold and miserable day on the line. It's chilly. It's actually, honestly, I'll show you why, but I don't think it's above freezing yet. And that wind is blowing like in that 15 to 20 range like they said it was going to be. It's just chilly. You get out in the open. I had one coyote set in our south pasture, was set off. I'm not sure, it almost looked like a deer stepped in it, but I'm not real sure what even really happened there, because there was no deer tracks that I could see there, nothing, just trap set off. Things have been moved around a little bit, like my dirt hole was partly filled in with dirt, so something definitely happened there, but didn't get whatever caught there. But I don't know, could have been a squirrel for all I know, to be honest, but missed something anyway. But I'm chilled, like I'm dressed heavy, but I'm chilled all the way through, setting out in the wind. It's in the wide open up there, so I should have parked my side-by-side a little closer and maybe blocked the wind, but I don't know. We'll show you the big catch of the day, and then we're going to get inside where it's warm. Starting off with a big catch of almost the whole season right there. Nice mink. He's big. I'm assuming he's a male, but as you could tell, he doesn't move. I had him laying in the back of my truck right in here thinking he would air dry, because he was wet, like his head's kind of dry, but his fur is completely froze. On this side, he's actually still, the hair will move, but you can see like there, it's froze solid, and that pattern's from him laying in here, and there's actually ice right here. And then his whole tail is completely froze. Like, I can't move it. I don't want to break it or nothing. So, but yeah, a nice big buck mink for the season, or for the first one of the season. Caught a mink on purpose. This is the same set that all I had was just a chunk of the back leg of a muskrat a couple days ago. So I thought, well, there's a chance, he knows my set's here, knows he had a free meal here, maybe he'll come back. And it was just a matter of whether or not he'd come back before everything all froze up solid. But Nice big mink. I'm happy to have him, I tell you. You know, and that was kind of my goal of the season, to try and purposely catch some mink, more than just one. I was hoping to catch like 5 this season. I mean, I don't know where I come up with 5, but it'd have been pretty awesome to even come close to that. But normally I catch them just incidentals. I'll catch them in muskrat sets. I'll catch them in beaver sets. You know, I've even caught them in coyote sets. You know, it just, like I said, most of the time it's an incidental catch. You know, or I catch them in raccoon, like trail sets, that type of stuff. But to purposely set traps with the idea I'm going to catch a mink this year and a mink set, and bingo, I got one. I'm happy to have it, let's put it that way. So, you know, like I said, it's been kind of a struggle all season, so it's the little wins sometimes is what you got to take when you're on the trap line. Is he going to be worth $1 million? No, he's probably worth maybe $5 if I'm lucky. You know, he's a nice big mink. Looks like he's well furred as far as I can tell. I'm not a mink expert, as you guys know, but happy to have him. Like I said, a nice big mink. Whether it's a male or female, I don't know. Like I said, he's froze, so I can't really tell, but nice big mink. And then we had a muskrat actually caught in a muskrat set by that big culvert, and I got a muskrat caught in my mink set. So yeah, not a big catch for the day. Be a quick skinning. Once I'm gonna have to take at least this guy. These 2 guys I maybe could skin. Yeah, these 2 guys aren't bad. I could maybe skin those 2 and just hang them and let the fur dry off a little bit before I flesh them and put them up. But this guy's definitely going to have to thaw out a little bit before I can skin him, because like I said, his tail is rock solid. Like, he is rock hard. And like I said, I don't want to break his tail or anything, because then you're going to have a hard time getting it pulled out of there. But so yeah, I'm home decently early, but I have a couple beavers taken out. We're going to get them fleshed and on boards today. Just trying to, some of these ones I don't have a lot of boards for, like I only have 2 beaver boards. So if I can get 2 beavers on there now, I actually have 3 beavers taken out. I'm going to get 2 on there today, and towards the end of the weekend or end of the week here, I'm going to flesh all 3, and then I'll flip them over, and I'll put one on the back side of one of the boards, so I have 2 on one board, 1 on the other. But just so kind of help me out as I'm putting fur up after the season kind of closes. You know, on some of these animals that take a little longer, like the badgers last night, or these beavers that I don't have a lot of boards for. You know, coyotes, I got 10 coyote boards, or actually 11 coyote boards, and I got, you know, 15 or more raccoon boards. Basically, I got like 2 weekends worth of coyotes and raccoons to take care of it. Raccoons and skunks all go kind of on the same board, so if I can get them beavers done, like I said, then I'll only have basically 2 weekends of beavers left. Unless, you know, I catch some other animals here, you know, or start piling animals up, you know. Basically, I think in about 2 weeks I can get, or 2 weekends, I can get all the rest of my fur put up. So, and I have time today, and it's cold and crappy out here. I don't want to be outside doing much anyway. There's a few things around the yard I want to get done, but it's not going to be today. Yeah, so tough day on the line. 2 days in a row now with no land animals caught. I'm pretty sure I did have a raccoon caught in that mink set there, but again, that's a mink set, you know, so water set that's going to have to get pulled here in a couple days. So I don't know. Hopefully the land line picks up a little bit these last few days. I don't want to be running, you know, filming nothing for you guys. So hopefully you have some catches. And I'm kind of calling my shot here. I'm going to have a coyote caught tomorrow. So it was windy all night last night, and it's cooled off. It's probably 15 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday. So it's going to be a little cooler overnight, and I think the coyotes are going to be up and moving around. The wind is going to go down, supposedly. You know, they're talking like 5 to 10 overnight, and probably all day tomorrow too. So tomorrow should be a fairly nice day. And a little bit warmer again tomorrow, but overnight it's supposed to be cold, and I think the coyotes are going to be moving around. So I'm going to call my shot. I'm going to have a coyote caught tomorrow. You guys can hold me to that. In the next video, if I don't catch a coyote, you can leave it down in the comments that I called it and didn't do it. But I'm going to do it, and I'll point it out tomorrow when I catch one. So All right, I think that's all I got for you guys today. Again, I was gonna kind of unload some of the gear in my truck. There's gonna be a little better day than a day to do that. Like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of skinning, and then we're gonna go in the basement. I can skin the mink inside my house, you know, skin him down in the basement where it's warm, but I'll hang him up and let him dry or unthaw and dry off a little bit before I skin him. All three of these will get skin fleshed and on the boards tonight, along with hopefully 2 of those beavers, and then I think we're gonna actually relax a little bit. I thought I was gonna do that yesterday, but then I fleshed a skunk and 2 badgers yesterday afternoon, last night. Yeah, I'm tired, so just kind of wearing out. That's kind of the rigmarole of the whole season. You know, running a line like I am takes a lot of work to keep it working, and I'm tired. I'm wearing out towards the end here. So anyway, all right, keep your spirits up. We're gonna have coyote tomorrow. We'll see you guys out on the line.